Hey everybody, it's Thursday, October 6, 2011, and we are keeping up with the Kardashians. Again, it's Thursday, and we have each member of the famous family on to fill in for Kathy Lee this week. And today it is Kourtney's turn. We've been waiting for you, girlie.
This is fun.
What do you think so far? You're in the chair, you have the
here.
beverage.
I've never been in this side of the studio.
Yes, it's a special place for you.
I love it.
You do?
We've got the mimosas.
All right, let's do a little toast. I did ask if you were still breastfeeding, and the answer was?
No, Mason is 21 months, and I said, I think I stopped early because my sisters were like, okay, it's time. To stop breastfeeding? I did 14 months.
Yeah.
But I said, I think next time I would do 2 years.
All the way to 2. How come?
Yeah. I don't know. I miss it.
You do?
I loved it, and then there's always the debate of what kind of milk to do. And the first 2 years, milk is so important for their brains and for growing that I'm like, I don't know if it was breast milk.
Yes, they say that.
But then I wouldn't be able to have this mimosa.
Sip, sip. Well, here's the funny thing about Mason. Everybody feels like they have a little piece of Mason because in every magazine you open, there he is. Now, when you page through, and I'm sure, do you look through these magazines, by the way, to say, like, am I in it? Oh, wait. Oh, come on.
That's the cutest kid alive.
Come on. Come on. Who cared about them once you saw Mason? Look
he stole the show.
Right?
He did steal the show.
Now, what do you think, though, when you page through, like, Star, OK, whatever, In Touch, all of them, and you see pictures of Mason? Do you freak? Do you love it? Is it like, oh, there he is?
I mean, he's so cute, and my grandmother gets so excited, and Scott's parents get so excited. But I said it is like a little bit weird, just because then everyone does feel like they know him so well, and every time we see people, I love Mason, and it's sweet,
right?
But then it's like okay, he's just a little baby, or like if people say hi to him on the street and stuff, I'm like, he just doesn't. He doesn't know, like, how do you know him, or
right?
You know
why does
what I mean?
everyone know my name?
Yeah.
By the way, Scott was here yesterday.
Yes.
And he isn't. I said, "Are you coming tomorrow?" And he goes, "What's tomorrow?" I go, "Tomorrow your girlfriend is on guest co-hosting." There he is with your mother. He managed to get up and get here for her.
She jumped on his bed, by the way, at 6:30 a.m. and woke him up. And he came with her, but I didn't dare. After like one morning of getting up at 6:30,
he couldn't do it again.
And then we had a late dinner. We went to the Lion King, the play last night. We took Mason.
Yeah, did he love it?
Loved it. Yeah. He sat for an hour and a half, mesmerized, didn't make a peep.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He's never sat that still ever, because he's so active. And then we left at halftime because I was like, I'm sure he won't, whatever, intermission. I'm like, he probably won't,
so you packed him up.
Sit still.
Now, we asked Scott, we said, why aren't you guys married? Because everyone, I'm sure, asks you guys a million times.
All
and
he
said, ask you. So we're asking you. No, he said ask you. He was going to do it.
Of course he said that.
Yeah, he was going to, and then you didn't want it. Is that, who doesn't want to get married?
I don't.
You don't?
No, I mean, I think we both just feel like it's not the right time.
Okay.
And I don't know when the right time is, or like what that means, but I think just how our relationship has like evolved.
Yeah.
And then I got pregnant, and I didn't just want to go get married because I was like, if I wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't go get married.
Right. So why would you do it now?
It's just like for us.
Yeah. And
we're in a great place.
Yeah.
And we have such a happy family, but I'm just like, a piece of paper to me doesn't make our relationship any better or worse than anyone else's.
Your eyelashes are crazy. I mean, I know I'm listening to what you're saying, but they are, can you guys see? Well, go sideways. I just want to shoot.
Oh, no zoom in.
No zoom in, but just pull your hair so you can see. Sideways.
Oh, let's pull
they
it.
are...
I'm like, which camera?
I don't know. They're all there. But anyway, they are insane.
Thank you.
But you guys get a lot of attention, and you get spoofed a lot, you and your sisters.
Yes.
Let's watch one quick spoof on SNL.
Let's watch it.
Why wouldn't we?
All right. Very good. Let's introduce ourselves, girls.
I'm Kim, the hot one.
I'm Kourtney, the smart one.
I'm Chloe, I'm third.
Well, you certainly are delightful. Let's take a little cedar. Let's just seat our bottoms.
Oh, I can't, my butt.
when you guys see that kind of stuff, do you laugh?
We definitely laugh. But then I'm also like, Kourtney's the shortest one.
Yes.
And, you know, like we have our little things like.
Are you really the smarter one?
No.
Kinda. You kind of think you are.
I went to college and graduated, which my sisters didn't. Well, Chloe didn't go.
Yeah.
Chloe did homeschool, but I don't think that makes you
smarter.
But
you
not.
do have that. That's sort of that's kind of the tag you get of the group, I think.
Sure, honey, I'll take it.
All right, we are going to give you a little quiz about Chris because, as we know, the big wedding is coming up Sunday, right? October 9th?
Yes.
I hear that from sources at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give you a Chris Humphries quiz.
Okay.
By the way, your mom did the worst. She didn't get one question about Chris right.
And Chloe got
them
right?
got 3, and Bruce got them all right. So now it's all up to you.
Go Bruce.
Okay,
we
here you go.
always think Bruce doesn't listen.
For the New Jersey Nets, Chris Humphries wears what number? 14, 23, 34, or 43?
43.
You're right.
Oh, stop.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, you're never going to know this one, I'm telling you, because I don't even think Chloe knows it. What is Chris Humphries' shoe size? 14, 13, 12, or 11?
14.
Not exactly. 12. Chris turned down a scholarship offer from which university? Duke, Georgetown, Indiana, or Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Duke.
Oh,
You're just like your sister. Anyway, so there you have it. So you are in.
I got one right.
You got one right. So it goes. Okay. So Bruce
at least
knows
I'm
the most.
not the worst.
And then we're going to ask Kim. She may not know some of these tomorrow. What do you think?
That would be amazing if she didn't.
You guys are big tweeters, and I noticed today that you were tweeting about Steve Jobs and his passing. Isn't it funny how many lives this one man affected? I mean, he's almost sort of like the Thomas Edison of our time. So it feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I was reading this morning a lot of his quotes that he said, and those are quotes that will live on forever, and like inspire people, and just such an incredible man.
If you guys are at home and you want to be inspired, go to his Stanford University 2005 commencement speech. It is a home run. It'll inspire you. Think about him giving the best he's got to somebody. Here's a quote I loved so much. It says, "You cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life." I mean, that's such a great statement, because I think sometimes when you're venturing off into a new business or something, you want to be sure it's going to work.
Yeah,
but you can't.
And you just have to trust in it. And I was reading another one of his quotes this morning about work and how you have to love what you do. And it's so true. And he says, don't give up, don't settle. Like, you know, you want to love what you do. And it's because that takes up so much of your life.
You know, I love that. I do love that. Well, we love a lot of things in our life, and we love music on this show. And it's that day where we get to pick our favorite songs. Okay, so I picked one, and I know that you have picked one. And because we're being kind of all techie today, we have these cute little speakers. Mine is an old school song. I hope you know it. It may be a little too old. It's by a guy named Montel. Okay, and it's called "This Is How We Do It."
Oh, that is not that old.
Go.
Oh yeah. By the way, this is one of Scott's favorite songs.
What?
Yes.
Here we go.
Is it my turn?
No, not yet. Hold on, you got to feel the words. This is how we do it. It's Friday night.
Is this what you put on when you're going out?
Yes. And yes. This is
when you're getting ready. This is the getting ready song. I love it.
All right, I need to know your a little bit more. What do you think? Does Scott dance?
Hell no.
No. And you dance.
I dance, but he would not. He would never. He's like outside having a cigar, and we're like, yeah.
Okay, here's yours. Oh. What is this? This is you?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Kanye West and Jay-Z. This is the song you turn up in the car so loud.
Are there any F-bombs? Because we can't play those.
Oh, I'm sure. This is the radio version. And this is what we blast in the car, me and Chloe, and we go crazy. And with Lamar.
No, you don't know the words. Who cares?
Yeah, but I don't know these words. I know when it says,
when it gets to the
I look so good, I call the paparazzi on myself.
Is that the... Can we get to it? Maybe. All right. When we find it, we'll crank it up. All right, so here's an OK. We do OK Magazine every week. And the question today is it okay to bribe your kids? Kathy Lee says, technically, bribes are a bad idea, but encouragement to do the right thing is an absolute necessity. All right, I say, sure, it's okay. Parents have a lot on their plate, so I say lighten the load. If it takes a little incentive to have your kids eat their veggies off their plates, then go for it. What do you think? Do you have to sometimes, for Mason, do a little...
Well, this is what I think. I think that parents too often just say no without giving another option, which I'm not saying it always has to be like a bribe, but I think you need to show them something else. So, like don't do this, but you should do this instead. So sometimes, or if you're maybe trying to get them to do something like eat your vegetables, and maybe say if you eat your vegetables, you can have a cookie after or something.
Yes,
I don't know.
That's a bribe.
I think it is a bribe, but...
So it's okay sometimes.
I try to not do it as much as I can because I know that I have grandparents and sisters and uncles and all these people that are going to be doing it.
All right, we should point out, if you see Lucky Magazine, you might be a little confused because they have 3 versions out.
3 versions,
They have the Kim, the Chloe.
To help you out?
Yes. And the Kourtney, all 3. So, are you guys competitive? Like, who sells the most magazines?
Yeah. There's a contest, and
There
whoever
is?
wins gets a new pair of shoes.
Oh, God. Oh, hello.
I'm just kidding.